morning to you all and welcome to Wake Up News live on Globe Television. I am Sandra BOAHEN. Let's begin with our top stories. Coming up, the Electoral Commission dismisses misleading claims that some presidential candidates would have different voting dates in the upcoming December 7 general election. And this morning, the Ghana Police Service is intensifying its search for individuals from Obuasi who were seen in a viral video threatening violence during the upcoming 2024 general elections. And President Akufo-Addo has commended the 73 newly commissioned officers in the Ghana Armed Forces for their dedication and perseverance. Fisheries officers are emphasizing responsible fishing practices to preserve fisheries for future generations. Coming up later on the international front, developing nations blast $300 billion COP29 climate deal as insufficient. Also coming up in sports, Heart of Oak coach Abubakar Kwatara shift focus to the MTN FA Cup clash amidst Kotoko hype. Details of all these stories and many more coming up shortly. Remember, we are streaming live on Facebook at Globe TV GH. We have 12 days to the election, and of course we are your election court. Now, the Electoral Commission of Ghana has dismissed a misleading claim made by a presenter on Wuntumi TV, stating that some presidential candidates would have different voting dates in the upcoming December 7 general election. The Commission, in a statement released on Sunday, November 24, urged the public to disregard this false information and assure that the general election will take place on December 7, 2024 as scheduled. Voters are reminded that polling stations will be open from 7 o'clock a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. on election day. The Electoral Commission encourages all eligible voters to participate in the election and cast their votes orderly. The Commission statement aims to reassure the public and maintain the integrity of the electoral process with the election just around the corner. It's essential to rely on credible sources of information to avoid confusion or misinformation. Away from the Electoral Commission, the Ghana Police Service is intensifying its search for individuals from Obuasi who were seen in a viral video threatening violence during the upcoming 2024 general elections. The suspects, including Fusaini Yahuza, Bernard Ahedo, Simon Bassett, Musa Yakubu alias Eja Musa, and their accomplices have been on the run since November 15, 2024. A reward of 20,000 cedis is being offered to anyone who provides credible information leading to the arrest of the suspect. The police urge the public to support the ongoing operation by providing information through a dedicated phone number, that is 054-792-7272. I take it again, 054-792-7272. 7272. The Ghana Police Service assures the public they are committed to ensuring peaceful, secure, and orderly communities during the election period. The public is advised to remain calm and cooperate with the authorities to bring the suspect to justice. Now, as the reviewing officer at the graduation parade of the Short Service Commission and Special Duties Intake 61, President Akufo has commended the 73 newly commissioned officers for their dedication and perseverance. These officers, drawn from diverse backgrounds, underwent rigorous training to become skilled and disciplined leaders capable of defending Ghana's sovereignty.
73 officers from the Short Service Commission and Special Duties Intake 61 have been commissioned into the Ghana Armed Forces, marking the beginning of their career in service to the nation. As the reviewing officer at the graduation parade, President Akufo acknowledged the Ghana Military Academy's resilience in producing top-notch officers despite challenges. He congratulated the acting commander for upholding the institution's high standards.
Today we celebrate 73 Ghanaian cadets who are poised to receive their commission and enter the noble profession of arms. This achievement reflects not only the tenacity of the cadets, but also the deliberate and sustained efforts of the Academy to produce officers of character and competence. To the acting commandant and the faculty, I offer my warmest congratulations for maintaining the high standards for which this institution is renowned.
President Akufo also touched on regional security challenges, including environmental degradation and terrorism, noting that the government remains committed to addressing these issues through the expansion of the armed forces, establishment of forward operating bases, and investment in equipment and logistics.
The security landscape in our region is dynamic and at times unpredictable. From the threat of environmental degradation through illegal mining, to the alarming southward movement of terrorism from the Sahel towards our borders, the challenges are complex and multifaceted. The armed forces must thus remain vigilant, adaptable, and prepared to confront these evolving threats with resolve.
Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo celebrated Ghana's contribution to global peacemaking since 1960, noting the nation's ranking as the 6th largest troop contributing nation to UN peace operation. He charged the newly commissioned officers to uphold this noble tradition.
Ghana's peacekeeping legacy is a source of pride for our nation. Since the first deployment in 1960 to the United Nations peacekeeping force in the Republic of Congo, Ghana has consistently been a beacon of peace and stability on the world stage. Today, we stand as the 6th largest troop contributing country to the UN peace support operations, with some 2,600 personnel deployed in some of the most challenging conflict zones. This legacy has not come without sacrifice. We honor the memory of those who have paid the ultimate price in the pursuit of peace.
Now, the Member of Parliament for Tiwa East, Abnao Sayasari, has commissioned the Nyinam Applied Technology Institute, a significant step towards enhancing education in the constituency. The state-of-the-art facility designed to promote technical and vocational education among constituents is part of a larger initiative comprising 80 educational projects. There's more in the following report.
The importance of TVET education to the development of a country cannot be overemphasized. And so the establishment of this state-of-the-art facility is a testament to the commitment of government to providing quality TVET delivery in Ghana. It is commitment to empowering individuals with the tools they need to build better lives for themselves and contribute meaningfully to Ghana's development. May this school serve as a springboard for innovation, entrepreneurship, and prosperity.
The machines are the upgraded form that can fit into the global world when we're talking about machines, when we're talking about skills, when we're talking about quality education delivery. We've passed through the stage where we say, Nitiewu, ontimi nyeshe. Let's assume Nitiewu ontimi nyeshe. That is why we brought that child here. For you to use all the skills, the pedagogies, whatever that you need to do, the differentiated learning skill that you have, so that you make sure that the child, that learner, won't exit without a skill, without the technical know-how, without knowledge.
The state-of-the-art TVET facility is one of just 4 in this country. It represents our collective commitment to a future where education is not just a path to knowledge, but a bridge to opportunities, making individuals not only educated, but fully prepared for the demands of the labor markets. This is a bold solution. And we can only see this under the MPP government. President Nana Danko Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. With this enhanced TVET training program, Enyinem TVET will play a critical role in equipping our youth with the practical skills in food processing, fashion, communications, IT, and
away from the residents of Dansoman and Shaibu are outraged and frightened. Devastating tidal waves continue to wreak havoc on their communities. The latest disaster has destroyed homes and a hotel and is threatening to engulf the Dansoman beach road, leaving many homeless and forcing others to relocate. Here is more.
Residents are venting their anger at authorities for failing to construct defense wall to protect them from the tidal waves. To make matters worse, residents are accusing Eslo Usu, the current member of parliament for the Ablekuma constituency, of reneging on her promises to address the issue. They claim she forcefully touted a sea defense project as one of her achievements in the constituency.
Now, this is the current situation of Ablekuma West. When I destroy streets, it didn't start a single day. It started 20 years ago. If I just go come on, minya image where I can me the pan. One baby I can listen. Me currently, me dying. Sakwati Messi. I wa epunum to. Epunu. I started 3 days, 2 days, and a day. Eba hanum. Mami way 12 years ago. Obe kachire. Say yembo modene day. Yen tumanu. Obe boa the people of Ablekuma West. This woman vividly and bitterly use the demolition, the erosion of the sea, of the streetsway, or the year campaign 12 years ago. So about the people of Ablekuma West. Why is she now? Nanka ha se yebeko echria 15 years 20 years ago no se ojina ha na se uko akodware mpo a emu wa ebete tumi atake wu be se ebia utie ebete tumi atake wu ebia 15 to 20 minutes and son of bedroom puano but and ubetu 9 back mienu miensa enum to 5 times no now 9 akosi mpunum. You understand? Enti ene se kafra ya tu abama nipa da seni se onbeye mouthpiece ewo Ablekuma West emaye na ene otumi bie nanu ekache se Ablekuma West Beach Road, Shiabu side, no, and map. Why should we vote for her?
The situation has become unbearable, with houses on the other side of the road disappearing and part of the famous beach road washing away. Residents are now threatening to unseat Eslo Usu in the upcoming elections, citing her failure to act on the crisis. They are also criticizing her for being more focused on campaigning and distributing gifts than addressing the urgent needs of her constituents.
Afuwe on to me dada ye biom. afiwe ye nie bie am beto vote wo hia bu biom afiwe Nana Akufo-Addo afiwe obehu ye dwane ye beji na efri so because ye ntumi mba mbewu nkrofo nya baby nda na ma we ni na hifa na nipanda.
Are you still watching the Wake Up News live on Globe Television? Still to come, fisheries officers are emphasizing responsible fishing practices to preserve fisheries for future generations. More stories coming up right after the break to stay. Welcome back from the break. Now, Senior Fisheries Officer for the Food and Agriculture Organization and Regional Office for Africa in Diaga Gueye has emphasized responsible fishing practices to preserve fisheries for future generations. At the 2024 World Fisheries Day celebration in Accra, Gueye called for a collaborative approach to ensure sustainable fisheries management.
The World Fishery Day celebration aims to raise awareness about threats to fisheries, including overfishing, habitat destruction, and illegal fishing practices. It also emphasizes the need to empower small-scale fishers, often among the most marginalized communities worldwide. Senior Fisheries Officer for the Food and Agriculture Organization and Regional Office for Africa, Ndiaga Gueye, highlighted the importance of recognizing the value of fisheries and the responsibility to preserve them. He notes that fishing is a vital source of livelihood for millions and backbone of food security.
The world fisheries and aquaculture production hit a new high in 2020. Successful initiative should be upscaled to consolidate the vital role of aquatic food for global food security, nutrition, and livelihood. Second message, global capture fisheries production remain stable, but sustainability of fisheries resource is a cause of great concern. Urgent action is needed to accelerate fishery stock conservation and rebuilding. Third message, global demand for aquatic food is projected to increase further. Expansion of sustainable production is vital to ensure healthy diet from healthy ocean, lakes, and rivers.
Director of Finance and Administration at the Ministry of Fisheries and Aquaculture, Rosemary Abbey, reaffirmed the government and ministry dedication to promoting sustainable fishing practices. This commitment ensures that fishing methods not only preserve fish population but also protect the marine environment for future generations.
The ministry through the Fisheries Commission has provided technical assistance to fish farmers and has facilitated the access to quality inputs such as fingerlings and fish feed under the Aquaculture for Food and Jobs program. As I conclude, ladies and gentlemen, on this World Fisheries Day, let us all celebrate the vital role that fisheries play in our country and reaffirm our commitment towards the transformation of our ocean to ensure food security for our generation and the generations to come after us. Let us work together to achieve our shared goal of achieving a healthy and productive marine environment. I therefore see.
In other stories, renowned healthcare executive Dr. Lennox Leonard Kakuna has contributed to the Oyubu Health Center by donating essential medical equipment. The gesture aims to enhance the quality of healthcare services in the community.
The donated items include hospital furniture and equipment such as wheelchairs, beds and microscopes, as well as medical supplies including capillary tubes, first aid boxes and ultrasound gels. These donations aim to improve healthcare delivery in Oyibi. The gesture coincided with the handing over of a new maternity ward to the health center, marking a significant moment in strengthening local healthcare system. The communication officer for the National Democratic Congress in Pont Cantamanso, Martin Adato, representing Dr. Lennox Leonard Kakuna, emphasized the doctor's dedication to ensuring everyone has access to quality healthcare.
In fact, some time ago, no doctor now running healthcare executive, and so running a new personal healthcare facility here in OEB, and a person moving to other field, even though he's still a doctor now. Person already nyamani ediche, and so consulti MP no, and MPC, and there a person on farmer OEB health facility, OEB clinic. And we are donating bed, hospital, so many equipment. Doctor, I believe in quality health for all. And now officially, maternity, opening up the maternity ward to the public now. Doctor me around.
The medical officer in charge of Oyibi Health Center, Dr. Albert Tei, expressed gratitude on behalf of the health center of the donation. He underscored the significance of the donated equipment, highlighting its potential to substantially enhance the facility capacity to deliver critical medical services to the community.
It's going to help us. He has donated a couple of equipment. Some of the chairs you have seen around were donated by him. Some of the tables too. He has also donated some surgical equipment, trolleys. He has also donated some lab equipment, including a microscope. All these are going to help in delivery of service to the patient that will receive. So his donation has been fantastic. And we want to thank him, Dr. Leonard, for such a donation. And we hope this will not be the last. We need more beds and other equipment that can help us to function well as a health center. For now, if we get additional structures, staffing and equipment, I think in a year time we can even be upgraded to a polyclinic level.
Now, students of St. James Catholic Boys Junior High School in Dunkwasoro are raising concerns as their beloved playground, a cherished part of the school's heritage since 1937, is being converted into a commercial hub. The development approved by Chief Okofo Obin Nyako III of Dunkwa will result in the construction of commercial stores on the playground, eliminating the only space available for recreational activities.
We are doing everything possible to revive the school. Share adjoining communities. I want to say, and send will be free here. Con adichia, obesanya abes school no problem. And even director, regional director, I'm say students free hostel accommodation. And I started free hostel accommodation. Problem pass is here woman can transform on a blue. Anti any light. Teacher for teaching and learning now this time around so due to the new curriculum now BBI computer teacher for they have the machines, even we have a lot of machines, but any light into one you hear light a boy empire FA 2 somebody done school boarding status.
Demolish works are underway to transform the historic playground of St. James Catholic Boys Junior High School, established in 1937, into a commercial complex. According to Globe News, Samuel Adon, the project backed by Chief Okofo Obin Nyako III of Dunkwa will feature commercial stores on the former playground site. With the playground gone, students have been forced to use the streets as makeshift training grounds, as seen during the recent inter-school sport sporting competition. The students are now urging authorities to intervene and save their playground, highlighting the importance of recreational space for their physical and mental well-being.
I was done yesterday by say, oh, me die, your moon, and dear Pacamai. The higher my say, Yapesi, diagons, you not quite my break. I was sick, diagon. Near Academy, could diagon, so must say a parking.
A sense of unease has gripped parents who fear that the proposed commercial center will disrupt the peaceful atmosphere necessary for academic activities when it becomes fully operational.
Noise about school for no and internet yesterday said yesterday say onka onja store no nanka ebia park bi no be amai na nyaso mfaswa nke yenibeji.
The Denchira Traditional Council, which holds authority over the Dunkwa chief, had previously intervened to stop the construction project, but to no avail. Additionally, the Municipal Education Oversight Committee, led by the Upper Denchira East MCA, had also decided to halt the project, but construction works continued unabated, with the chief showing no signs of backing down. Traditional leaders are now urging the government.
On the foreign front, developing nations blast $300 billion COP29 climate deal are saying it's sufficient to stay. Now, countries at the COP29 summit in Baku adopted a $300 billion a year global finance target on Sunday to help poorer nations cope with the impact of climate change. A deal 8 intended recipients criticized as woefully insufficient. The agreement clinched in overtime at the 2-week conference in Azerbaijan's capital was meant to provide momentum for international efforts to curb global warming in a year destined to be the hottest on record.
Developing nations slammed a global climate financing deal as woefully insufficient, as delegates at the COP29 summit in Baku adopted a $300 billion annual target on Sunday to help them deal with impacts of climate change. The agreement was clinched in overtime at the 2-week conference in Azerbaijan's capital. It commits rich countries to providing $300 billion a year by 2035 in climate financing. That's a boost from the previous deal of $100 billion annually by 2020. That earlier goal was met 2 years late in 2022 and expires next year. United Nations climate chief Simon Steele hailed the agreement as one that would keep the clean energy boom growing and urged developed nations to keep their promises this time.
Coming up in sports, Heart of Oak coach Abubakar Kwatara shift focus to the MTN FA Cup clash amidst Kotoko hype. This day. And now, Heart of Oak kicked off March the 12th in the Premier League with a 1-1 draw against Nswathrimana FC at the University of Ghana Stadium on Saturday night. The visitors took the lead in the 12-minute through Stephen the U, but Heart of Oak quickly equalized 4 minutes later courtesy of Salim Adams. Asante Kotoko bounced back to winning ways with a convincing 2-0 win with the Aduana FC at the Nana Ajiman Bedu Park on Sunday.
5 consecutive games without a win. they either look into the Bulls' eyes or lose everything for this season. This is obviously one of the biggest games you can ever get on this particular land. Players already getting into areas they are not allowed to, and the game begins. Play being stretched to the right side. Asiedu, has he hit the back of the net? He has.
He could not believe that, but they are just panicking, wasting a lot of chances.
Lord Amwa, Baba Yaya, second goal. And Albert Amoa, guess who? He is the man, just as he has always been.
Just watch the build-up.
They seem to have committed too many men to the wall. Straight into Kamara. The game comes to an end. Aduana Stars at home have lost to Kumasi Asante Kotoko just the second time.
Heart of Oak Gaffer Abubakar Kwatara is keeping his eyes on the prize, prioritizing the phobia's upcoming MTN FA Cup show though against Immigration FC. The French tactician is playing it cool amidst the buzz surrounding the highly anticipated Ghana Premier League clash with sworn enemy Asante Kotoko. This comes on the back of a hard-fought 1-1 draw against Nswatlimana FC on Saturday. Now, Leicester City has sacked manager Steve Cooper following a poor run of form. The Premier League club announced on Sunday after a winless run left them hovering 2 points above the relegation zone. A 2-1 home loss to Chelsea, who are managed by their former coach Enzo Maresca, left Leicester 16th in the standings with 10 points after 12 games. The ex-Tottenham Forest Box joined the Foxes on a 3-year deal in June, but has been dismissed after a 5-game winless run in all competitions. In the English Premier League, Arsenal are back to their dazzling best. The Gunners delivered a masterclass performance, trashing Tottenham Forest 3-0 and stretching their unbeaten home streak to 9 matches. In other Premier League action, Chelsea edged out Leicester City 2-1, while Tottenham Hotspur stunned Manchester City with a 4-0 rout.
gets it done.
Pep Guardiola's Manchester City is facing an unprecedented slump with 5 consecutive losses for the first time in the manager's illustrious career. Despite this, Guardiola remains defiant, emphasizing the need for his team to show resilience and determination to stay in the title hunt.
You know,